Hello, Happy New Year to you all. Welcome to today's update. I'll be discussing as well as DXY. So I'll be talking on those two, gold and DXY. But before I do that, I want also to talk more about this concept of the ending and the leading diagonal and what to expect. I think I made a little error. I think the video I did about some 2 videos away, I think so. Now, in the ending diagonal, what do we expect? We expect with 1, then with 2 to the downside in red, with 1 in green, with 2 in red, not to retrace to the end of with 1, with 3 in green to push up, and with 4 in red to retrace to the territory, even to break the upper limit of the with 4. I mean with 1. Then with 5 in the ending diagonal may not probably go beyond the end of with 3. So with 5 in the green can truncate. So that is one of the things that makes it an ending diagonal, the interlapping and nature of those waves, where you see with most importantly with 4, encroaching on the territory of wave 1. It's one of the things you'll see in the ending diagonal. And the truncation that may likely occur in wave 5, they are key. That's number 1. Number 2, the fact that there are 3 waves all through. You can see 1, 2, 3, ABC. That's the 3 waves in wave 1, 1, 2, 3 in purple, with 2, 1, 2, 3 again, with 3, 1, 2, 3, with 4, 1, 2, 3, with 5. So there are 3 waves that you will see. But the truncation and overlapping nature of those waves is what that mark the ending diagonal. And that's what you see. In an ending diagonal, it usually marks probably the end of a trend, which usually occurs in wave 5, that they're going to see a big shift to the or on the other side, a big shift, or in wave C. So after wave C, you are going to push again to a new trend. That's what you see in those area of the last wave. But leading diagonal, commonly you'll see that in wave 2 and probably a wave B. Yeah, that's where you see leading diagonal most of the time in wave 2 or wave T, or with the C leg of wave 2 and wave sorry for the network that is fluctuating. Yeah, in leading diagonal. So let's go to the leading diagonal and see how that is different from the ending diagonal. So in the leading diagonal, we want to see how that is different. So in the leading diagonal, this is what you are seeing. It's also a 5 waves. You see that the wave 1 in the green, with 2 in the red, with 3 in the green, with 4 in the red, and with 5 in the green. So it's the same here. Wave 2 does not retrace to the end of 1, 3 goes up, then 3 to 4, 4 also, retrace in the trajectory of 1, breaks 1, then it's overlapping, then of course, wave 5 pushes ahead beyond wave 3. And wave 3 is not the shortest of the wave, maybe wave 1. Wave 5 can even be longer. So it depends. That's what you should see. But wave 3 is not the shortest of the wave. And then the same goes with the ending diagonal. Now, that's what we get to see. But again, the difference here, apart from wave 5 that goes to overshoot or overrun wave 3, wave 1 is divided into 5 subcategories: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 2, 1, 2, 3, and wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 4, 1, 2, 3, and wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it gives us a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 formation. That is what it gives us in terms of the wave. But in the ending diagonal is all 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 that you will see. With that, I think we now need to talk about some other things that we expect to see. So let's go and take up and look at DXY. Let's look at the DXY. We are going to have, let's look at the daily time frame. That's the daily time frame of a DXY. We understand this structure very well and what we have been dealing with. We are within this structure, and this is going to now run as a B wave, where this one to the downside can be an A wave. So the B wave, we said we expect a leading a leading diagonal, not an ending diagonal. So in this case, we are going to discuss about possibilities of what to expect and how to actually work with our trade. Now, we are seeing this as a wave 1, and we are seeing this as a wave 2 here. Then we are seeing this as a wave 3, and this is a wave 4 of this particular wave, subwave, probably the Y leg, a W, a triad of X, and a Y. So we are most focusing here because wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and this is what we see as a wave 5 going to the upside. Now, in this being a wave 5, one of the things we can do is from the height of wave 3 to the end of wave 4, we can at least expect a 1618 retracement to the upside. So if we expect that, that would be around 110 for DXY. But this wave in itself, we cannot take this wave as, I think, the last wave of wave 5 here. That is where we should be expecting something to give us a leading diagonal. Because otherwise, if you are taking the old wave as a leading diagonal, you should have seen a 5-5-5 pattern, and this wave 4 should have come a bit down in the territory of wave 1 here, which is not what we are getting. So this is a clear impulse. So it's the last wave of it that we should be expecting a leading diagonal and those encroachment of wave 4 into wave 1 territory. So this is the one that we're talking about. Now, a couple of things are possible here in this last wave. we believe that this is the last wave that we're going to go to the upside. And this last wave, is this last wave just going to end? Because eventually, I said something, let me try and enlarge this. In this wave, I said that we expect a 3, a 1, 2, 3, and we expect this one to push down to give us a 1, 2, 3. And that is not what we are getting. And that was where I goofed. And I have to let you know that I goofed, really, because it's supposed not to be an ending structure that we'll see here. We're supposed to see a leading diagonal because it's a wave B. And these are clues that will tell us that if indeed it's going to play out like a leading diagonal, we should expect this wave to break further up and give us a wave 2, which means that most likely we have not seen a wave 2 of that leading diagonal for us to begin to return. So in this area, we have a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now this last wave of 5, it's where I still believe if this will go up straight to touch 110, maybe that will mark the end of the wave. But I think we may be seeing a 1, 2, 3, and this is just the 4th wave, and this going up might just be the 5th wave. So that's a possible scenario, a 5th wave of this move, and we may have a 2 that will give us a clear 3 waves, 1, 2, 3 to the downside, that would actually be deep enough. It might be deep enough to come real down. Then we may, without breaking some fib level, we may now see another push to the upside as a wave 3. Wave 3 may actually pick the top or not. And then we should see an encroachment between the upper limit of wave 1 and that wave 4 and the last leg. And we may be going down, coming down. So that is what is possible. Now, having said that, let me show us what I'm trying to say. Let me bring out those drawings. Now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So in a 1.8 of this to the upside in the yellow will mark where potentially we can come to the downside, which is around this area of 109,700. Okay. So of course we can get an extension in wave 5. Now again, seeing this as the wave count here, let me take the drawing again out. Let's switch to now. Ultimately, because if you don't even understand a thing about what is happening in this move, we say this is 1, 2, 3, 4. The day we break this will tell you that a blind mind, a man should know that we have changed the trend. So this is the ultimate or almighty support that we have to take now. But in the meantime, the price is expected to go up and break the top now. We may be correcting deep as a wave 2 of that leading diagonal. And when we get opportunity to sell, we should sell DXY in case it's going to break low. We'll be watching for all the signs. The micro, structure is where anybody can easily, you are too much in a hurry, you can blow your account and waste your money. And that's why I believe this might take some time. It might take us some time, really, like 4 weeks or 6 weeks before we end this structure, except if this will push up straight to tick that 110 area. So that's a possibility. But in case you are going to be going to correct and break this level of wave 4 now, then we should be anticipating that we are breaking to correct a 2 to this wave. So let's go to 4-hour time frame. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, I thought that it's a three-wave structure, 1 and 2 and 3. And that we're going to do a three-wave down, which is like we expected that, okay, this will go down to give us an ABC around 50. And it didn't happen like that. So, like I said, I goofed because it's a leading diagonal that we should expect in wave B, and it's looking like that. So at the end of the day, we have a wave 1, a wave 2, a shallow in the middle, and a wave 3, a wave 4 to this side, and this is going up as a wave 5. And the wave 5 of this, the first impulse to the upside. That's what I can call it now. So we may be doing a wave 1 and a wave 2, and this may be internal structure of a wave 3 of that fifth wave. So this may be a 1, 2, and this may come down to give us some corrections, a bit of correction to the downside, probably around this particular resistance. We may see price again take up, until we finish that. If it's going to finish that, then we should expect a 1618 to the upside between air and air of this immediate wave to where we can begin to see the price is going to be coming to the downside. So if I bring out my drawing, so where do we have the turquoise blue? If we take 1618 to the upside, it's 1618 is around this area, which is far from the 1618 in the red of the larger fifth wave that we so we may see some reactions around this area between this zone. We may finish up with this push to the upside, very close to the area we are going. We may see we may be seeing a little, some congestions, around this area. Price may come to the downside, break low of here, then go low again, break this trend here, and without breaking this area. This area, it's the primary two for now, which I can change to red. So price may come, walk down around this area. We're going to look at the manner of correction. If you're going to get that, of course, we're going to be selling it in case something else is going to happen. So we have to be cautious, and not until we're able to see the whole thing play out. And this is the place to break ultimately. Like I said, once we break here to the downside, the trend has changed. But for now, we are still calling for more upside. Go up a little, see a correction that will break this to the downside. Come a bit down, go up again. So we may still be expecting like 4 more waves to come. This may be going to finish the first wave. We may be seeing 4 more waves to come, except if this one will go up right away and take 110, like I said, then you can say you kiss a goodbye, and we may be coming to a downside. So let's look at dollar. I'm sorry, at gold. On gold, the way price is trying to wind down, let's look at the daily. Okay, I don't need to even, let's just stay put with this structure here. So we have said we may be seeing a WX and a Y to the downside. Now, with this bullishness here, we may be trying to do an A B wave, and the last part of C. That means A of B, A of C, C of B of C, and a C of C to the downside. I still believe that the dollar still has some, leg to go to the downside here. Now, in this wave, in this particular wave, we may have finished ABC here, and this may be the first move to the downside. And if that is the case, the price should continue to move lower to break low here. And that is not what the price is doing now. It's a whole lot of mess here, So all you can anticipate here is if D is to the upside and ABC is going to be an A or a W, and this is going to be an X. So if this is going to be an X, then the price will continue to break here. So once you have a break here, then you are anticipating where this is going to terminate at some point for us to have the C leg to the downside. So what I'm trying to say is if you get a buy setup around this area, take it because this may have finished the correction to the upside and price may be giving you an opportunity to sell from here. That is what I can, how we can, relate. Now, if you take this as an X from the bottom here to this point, the retracement around this area is about 76.5, which could be good for an X push to the upside to give us a Y leg. So now the 76.5 is what we are going to be looking at on either side. So here now we saw this push to the upside, which could mean that it's going to break the top. Now, at about 76.5 here, we should not take it. Once we take it, that means we are going to the top. But if we get a reaction and begin to come down, we can pick a sell and watch if we're going to break down here. That is the plan that you can have because they can do anything around this area to waste more time and to consolidate. So if I bring out my drawing for you to understand what I'm trying to say, on the 1 hour time frame here, on the 1 hour time frame here, we let's just allow this to load. I'll soon be done.